Quigger. Quigger.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Mr. Neil Quigley. Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome along to Quigger's Plays Pop. Thank you for tuning in once again. Series 3 already. How did that happen? Well, mainly because lockdown happened. The idea of this quiz, I started it during lockdown. It's purely just for a bit of fun, a bit of entertainment on a Tuesday night, for a giggle, for a laugh. I have got for you 30 questions ready to go, spread over 6 rounds, so the mathematicians amongst you will have worked out there's 5 questions in each round. Although if you've been homeschooling today, I guess you're probably fed up with maths and art in English and pretty much everything probably. Hope you're keeping well and you've had a good week and you're staying safe and getting through things and the situation we find ourselves in at the moment. Fingers crossed you are, and you're having a good day and a decent week, or as decent enough week as you possibly can manage. As ever with the show tonight, if you do want to say hello and get in contact, you can do. You can drop me a message. I do get to see them down the side of the page as I'm talking to you. So as we go through the quiz, I normally have a bit of a break in between both of all of the rounds, so I'll give you a chance to have a bit of a type, have a mention, we'll have a chat. Evening to Linda, Sham, Louise, all on board so far. Welcome along. Hope you're all good and well. This quiz now, believe it or not, I worked this out last week, we mentioned it last week. If it goes for another 3 months, it will be a year, so we'll have to have a big year birthday party somehow for it. As ever, I do kind of just chat a bit at the start, just to give people the chance to find me on my page, get it up and get themselves ready to enjoy. You can play the quiz any way you like. You can either play it individually if you're by yourself, doesn't matter, not a problem. Just scream the answers at me, I don't mind. Shout as loud as you like. If there's a group of you in the same place, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can either split yourselves into teams or play against each other individually, or just be one big team and work it out and have a discussion together. I normally give a bit of time between the question and the answers. Okay then, I think it is probably time to get started. I think most people have managed to find me. So here we go then with round 1. All the rounds are slightly different themed. If it's the first time you've seen Quigger's Plays Pop, it will make sense as we go along. Well, they're not massively different. They're just fun pop questions for you to have a go at. That's all we're all about here. Right then, round 1. Question 1. Who had a number 1 in 1984 with the song Two Tribes? It was the follow-up hit to the one that got banned by the BBC that also still made it to number 1. So question 1 on tonight's Quigger's Plays Pop. Who had a UK number 1 in 1984 with the song Two Tribes? It was the follow-up to the one that got banned by the BBC. It still also made it to number 1 though, despite that. That's your first question tonight. We are off and running. Question 2. Gwen Stefani was the lead singer with which band before she went on to have her own successful solo career? Question 2. Gwen Stefani was the lead singer with which band before she went on to have her own successful solo career? Question 3. Which family duo, they're actually twins, have released the songs Letter from America, I'm on My Way and Sunshine on Leaf? Question 3. Which family duo, who are actually twins, have released the songs Letter from America, I'm on My Way and Sunshine on Leaf? Question 4. What country is the famously quirky singer Björk from? Question 4. What country is the famously quirky singer Björk from? And our final question in the first round tonight. Who had a number 1 song in 1974 that topped the charts for 2 weeks called When Will I See You Again? Question 5. Who had a number 1 song in 1974? It topped the charts for 2 weeks. It was called When Will I See You Again? Who was that, please? That's your first 5 questions. Round 1 tonight on Quigger's Plays Pop. Hello to Andrew. He's joined us for another week. Kaylee's on board. Dominic's found us. And for regular viewers of the programme, he's trying a new tactic tonight to try and avoid a toilet break in between. Good luck with that. Let me know how it goes. If it does, we might have a brand new marketing idea. Possibly, and I'm pleased they're comfy. If you don't want to know what I'm talking about, you can also check out the comments as well in between the rounds. Always give you a few moments at the end of every round to have a bit of a think, some extra time to try and work out what the answers are. Julie's on board. Evening, Julie. Good to see you tonight. Right then, basically the way the scoring works, you can either give yourself a point for every correct answer, i.e. every answer I give. That'll give you a total of 30 points. Or you can just score it however you like. Doesn't matter. If you have 1,000,000 points at the end of tonight, but you've had a bit of a laugh and a bit of fun, a bit of a giggle, great. Not a problem. Okay, let's get those answers to round 1 then. And question 1. Who had a UK #1 in 1984 with the song Two Tribes? It was the follow-up hit to the one that got banned by the BBC that also still made it to #1. The band in question, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. The song that got banned, Relax. Question 2. Gwen Stefani was the lead singer with which band before she went on to have her own successful solo career? She was the front woman with No Doubt. Question 3. Which family duo, who are actually twins, have released the songs Letter from America, I'm on My Way and Sunshine on Leaf? They sing in a very particular style, i.e. where they're from, which is Scotland, and they are the Proclaimers. That's the answer to question 3, the Proclaimers. On to 4. Which country is the famously quirky singer Björk from? She's from Iceland, actually born in Reykjavik, but Iceland the answer I was after there. And lastly, in this round, who had a #1 song in 1974 that topped the charts for 2 weeks called When Will I See You Again? That was The 3 Degrees. Sheila Ferguson, she's probably the best known member of that band, I reckon. I saw them weirdly playing a bar in Aylesbury in the early noughties. Sheila was nowhere to be seen. She left the band years before that. And the review of that gig, they were all right, to be fair. No, they were perfectly fine. Quite good, really, for a small venue in a small town. Give you a few moments to just recover from round 1 and get your sights set on the next round. Get yourself straight. Let me find out what's been going on. Let's have a quick look down the side. Yeah, no, good. Yeah, if you do want to have a chat to each other, by the way, while we're playing along down the side, get involved, do have a chat, say hi to everybody who's playing. That's all good. We're one big happy community, but a socially distanced, abiding by all the rules community, of course. I mean, I can't stress that enough at the moment. Oh, looks like some people, Louise in particular, has been enjoying homeschooling. That's what loads of crying emojis mean, isn't it? It means you're having a good time. I was speaking to a mate of mine earlier today, actually, and he's got 2 different kids at 2 different ages and both doing completely different things, which, yeah, he sounded more stressed than he did when he was at work, actually. Right, on to round 2 then. The lyrics round. There's 2 lyrics rounds in tonight's quiz. This is the first of them. What happens here is I will give you the start of the lyrics to a song, first few lines from a song. I want to know the name of the song and the band or artist that did it first, that did the original version. So I'm after the song and the original artist or band that released it. I don't always try to read them how they sound or how they're sung to try and make it a bit difficult. And sometimes I misread them because it makes it more fun. Right, anyway, lyric 1 in this round, name of the song and who's it by, please. When your world is full of strange arrangements and gravity won't pull you through, you know you're missing out on something. Well, that something depends on you. What's that song? Who's it by? Give it to you again. It's question 1 in this round. When your world is full of strange arrangements and gravity won't pull you through, you know you're missing out on something. Well, that something depends on you. Lyric 1, name of the song, who's it by, please. Lyric number 2 in this round is short and sweet, so pay attention. The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home. What's the song? Who is it by? The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home. On to lyric 3, and remember these are always the opening lines from the songs. Who is this by? What's it called? Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. What's the song? Who's it by? Give it to you once more. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. On to lyric 4. Who's it by? What's it called? Here we go. If this world is wearing thin and you're thinking of escape, I'll go anywhere with you. Just wrap me up in chains. But if you try to go alone, don't think I'll understand. Do that one again for you. This is question 4. If this world is wearing thin and you're thinking of escape, I'll go anywhere with you. Just wrap me up in chains. But if you try to go alone, don't think I'll understand. And lastly in this round, and I'm giving you a lot of lyric for your money here, okay? Lyric 5, what's the song? Who's this by? Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and turn, and I dream of what I need. What's that song? Who's it by? I'll give it to you one more time. Here we go. I'll take a deep breath. It's quite a long one. Here it is. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn, and I dream of what I need. That's the final question in this round. Just give you a few moments to think about those. Maybe there's one that you're getting towards the chorus of, just need a bit more time to work out, or you're having an argument with someone else in the room about which song it is, or indeed it isn't. Apologies to, I think someone lost signal for a bit and missed the question. Apologies to that. I mean, if you're playing it seriously, I would award yourself a point for that question. Not your fault. That's, you know, that's the lap of the internet gods. Evening, Chris. Thanks for joining in. Hope you're good. If you did miss the start, you can get involved and drop us a message down the side. I normally leave a bit of a gap in between the rounds, just so to give you a bit of a thinking time, which I think that's enough thinking time for this round. Let's get on with the answers to round 2. First of our 2 lyrics rounds tonight, and here was the first lyric. Question 1. When your world is full of strange arrangements and gravity won't pull you through, you know you're missing out on something. Well, that something depends on you. It's the look of love, ABC. The answer to that. Lyric 2, remember it was short and sweet and to the point, but what's the song? Who's it by? The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home. Sunny afternoon, The Kinks. On to question 3. Lyric 3, who's this? What's it called? Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning with the rising sun. It is Three Little Birds, Bob Marley and the Wailers. On to lyric 4. Did you recognise this one? If this world is wearing thin and you're thinking of escape, I'll go anywhere with you. Just wrap me up in chains. But if you try to go alone, don't think I'll understand. It was at number 1 for quite a long time. It's Stay, Shakespeare's Sister. And our final lyric in this round. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and turn, and I dream of what I need. Hold it out for a hero, Bonnie Tyler. The answer to question 5, final question in that round. Well done if you got all of those right, and you're doing well. If you didn't, it doesn't matter. Evening to Davey, he's joined us. Oh, he spotted the Elvis TCB jacket. Yeah, it's the original, bought from Graceland in the gift shop there. Taking care of business. That's what I'm doing, basically. What's Julie said? No, I need to... Oh, okay. It's Alexa's been stealing from me, apparently. And it looks like some of the lyrics that I'm doing with Alexa's quiz the other day. Okay. I'll have to watch that. Maybe Alexa is listening to what I'm doing in here. They're watching us. They're all listening to us. Oh yeah, Dominic. Yeah, I knew you were a bit of a Marcella Detroit fan, actually. So I expected you to get the Shakespeare Sister one. Saw them twice in 2019. He did, and they were amazing. Yeah, she did some lockdown sessions, actually, Marcella. I think in the first lockdown, and yeah, she has got an amazing voice. Okay, on to round 3 then. And this is our connections round, brand new last week. And I, as you probably knew if you were here last week, was quite proud of this. Okay, it's a connections round. It'll all make sense. All the answers are linked in some way, somehow. It'll make sense as we go along if I'm not explaining it very well. Round 3, connections. Question 1. Which colour is the link between songs by Donovan, Coldplay and Dawn? Question 1. Which colour is the link between songs by Donovan, Coldplay and Dawn? On to question 2. Which 2 legendary American bands featured the parents of the vocal group Wilson Phillips? The name of the group does feature both parents' surnames, which may or may not help you. Question 2 in this round. Which 2 legendary American bands featured the parents of the vocal group Wilson Phillips? And the name of the group does feature both the surnames of the parents. Question 3. What achievement do Lady Gaga, Cher, Elton John, Phil Collins and Adele all have in common? Question 3. What achievement do Lady Gaga, Cher, Elton John, Phil Collins and Adele all have in common? Question 4. Which city in the United Kingdom is the link between the Human League, Pulp and the Arctic Monkeys? Which city in the United Kingdom is the link between the Human League, Pulp and the Arctic Monkeys? And lastly, in this round, which pop group featured Davy Jones, Mike Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz? Which pop group featured Davy Jones, Mike Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz? Final question in our 3rd round tonight. We're halfway through, but I'll give you the answers in just a few moments. I hope me saying that the A word, by the way, didn't trigger your devices all the way around your house, and it's now sort of possibly giving you all the answers. So don't ask the person whose name I mentioned, who may be sitting somewhere in your kitchen, in your lounge, because you know they may be able to help you. I don't want any cheating from outside sources. Let's keep this quiz clean, okay? That's what we need. Clean and competitive. As I said earlier, I hope you're having a decent week and everything is good and well and you're coping. And thanks for tuning in. It's just a bit of fun. I enjoy putting this quiz together every week. It's a bit of a laugh. We can all get together, have a giggle, ask some pop trivia. You might even learn something. You never know. I mean, it'll be nothing useful, but you might learn something nevertheless. Okay, let's do the answers to round 3, our connections round. Question 1. Which colour is the link between songs by Donovan, Coldplay and Dawn? That's yellow. Mellow Yellow was a song by Donovan. Coldplay, of course, did Yellow. And Dawn did the song Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree. Question 2. Which 2 legendary American bands featured the parents of the vocal group Wilson Phillips? And the name of the group does feature both parents' surnames. That would be the Beach Boys. Brian Wilson's daughter Wendy and Carney were in the group, and the Mamas and the Papas. John and Michelle Phillips' daughter China was in Wilson Phillips. They were the 3 girls who made up Wilson Phillips. So it's the Beach Boys and the Mamas and the Papas we were after there. On to question 3. What achievement do Lady Gaga, Cher, Elton John, Phil Collins and Adele all have in common? They've all won an Oscar. Lady Gaga for Best Song for Shallow, Cher for Best Actress for Moonstruck, Elton John Best Original Song for Can You Feel the Love Tonight, Phil Collins Best Song for You'll Be in My Heart from the Tarzan Disney thing, and Adele won Best Song for Skyfall. Question 4. Which city in the United Kingdom is the link between the Human League, Pulp and the Arctic Monkeys? Sheffield. They were all formed and originated in Sheffield. And lastly, in this round, which pop group featured Davy Jones, Mike Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz? That would be the Monkeys. The Monkeys there. Well done. If you again did well in that round, congratulations. Hope you're enjoying tonight's quiz and enjoying playing along, just having some fun, unwinding, relaxing, maybe having a drink, maybe water, and this is water, maybe a tea, maybe something stronger. Not here to judge, you just enjoy yourself. Spend your Tuesdays however you like at the moment, I think, within the rules, of course, and I obviously can't stress that enough. Round 4 then is my favourite round. It's the audio round. Possibly because I have to do the least apart from press a few buttons. But anyway, the audio round this week as we're at the start of the new year. And you're possibly putting things in your calendar or diary for later in the year, I would imagine. Probably nothing for the next 2 months. So this week's theme is months of the year. Each song has a month in its title. I don't need the name of the songs from you. Just want the band or artist that's singing it. So the audio round, I'm going to play you 5 clips of songs. They've all got a month of the year in the title. I just want you to tell me who is doing them, please. Okay, here we go. Here's song 1 in tonight's audio round. Who is this, please? Oh, let me try that again. That's a sneak preview of what's on later. Who is this, please? So who was that? Don't need the name of the song, just need the band or artist who you think is performing that, is singing that. That was question 1 in this round. Here's audio question 2. Who is this? Audio clip 2. Who is that, please? And our third one, they've all got months of the year in the title, which may help you, may not. Which band or artist is giving us this one? Recognise that? Who is that? That was number 3. Number 4 in this round. Who is this? Wake up, lady, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September. Who do you reckon that was? Did the voice sound familiar? Distinctive in any way? And lastly, you heard a sneak preview of this one, so you've already got an extra go at this. Who is this, please? Just give you a few moments to have a think about those. I will play the audio clip first before I give you the answer, so you've got another moment to try and get it from the second play if you didn't quite manage to get it from the first play. See, Don was impressed with my Wilson Phillips news, you see. Yeah, you know, a bit of pop knowledge. See, I said this might be educational, accidentally. I mean, it's not going to be that educational. That's the most educational thing that will probably happen, I suspect. How have you done on this round, do you think? Did you recognise all of those? Do you need to hear them again? Audio round this week, it might help you if you know the title. That might enable you to work out who the band are. As a clue this week, all these songs in this round have a month of the year in the title. Don't need the name of the song, just want to tell you to tell me who is performing them. Here's the first one again. Who's this? The song is January, February, and the answer, the artist, was Barbara Dixon. Barbara Dixon, the answer to question 1 in this round, round 4. Here's the second piece of audio in this round, the second song. Who is doing this, please? The song Wake Me Up When September Ends, and the answer to question 2 was Green Day. Green Day, your answer there. On to question 3. Did you recognise the song? That doesn't really matter. The important thing is, did you recognise who was doing it? Which band or artist is responsible for this, please? That's November Rain, and the answer, Guns N' Roses. On to question 4 in this round. Did you know which singer or band was doing this one? Wake up, lady, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September. Definitely a bit of a rasp in that voice, isn't there? Maggie May was the song, and that is, of course, the brilliant Rod Stewart. And the last one in this round, who was doing this, please? December 1963, Oh What a Night was the song. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons was the band or artist that were performing that. That was tonight's audio round. Hope you enjoyed that. It's always one of my favourite rounds of the quiz. Round 5, which is on the way in just a moment, is the second of the 2 lyrics rounds. Another lyrics round on the way for you very shortly. This quiz, by the way, will continue all the way through lockdown until we are allowed back out, and I might even see what the tierage system looks like, and it may go on a bit further, so it is planning to continue for the next few weeks. So feel free, if you enjoyed it, tell people about it. More the merrier. If you want to get more people involved, absolutely brilliant. Don't mind if, you know, it's all about having a bit of a giggle, having a bit of a laugh on a Tuesday night. Right then, round 5, penultimate round, and the second of our 2 lyrics round. I want the song and the artist, please. Name of the song and the artist or band that they released. The best version of it, ideally, but I'm fairly loose on this round. If you get the song and somebody who's done it, you can have the point. Right, here we go. Here's your first lyric in round 5. I come home in the morning light. My mother says, when you're going to live your life right. Oh, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones. What's the song? Who's it by? Maybe the best version, maybe the original, maybe a cover, but what do you reckon? Here it is again. I come home in the morning light. My mother says, when you're going to live your life right. Oh, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones. Question 1, lyric 1 in this round. Lyric 2, we're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? Name of that song and band or artist who you think's done the best version of it. Here it is one more time. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? On to lyric 3, and I've just realised I'm giving you quite a bit of lyric for your money on this one, so strap yourselves in. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about the place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. Do you know what that is? Who is it by? Give it to you again. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without a care, yeah, I was out of touch. On to our 4th lyric in this round. Name of the song, please, and the band or artist that did your favourite version, basically. That's fine. If anybody did it, you can have it. Here it is. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique and a swinging hotspot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? Give you that one once more. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique and a swinging hotspot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? And the last lyric in this round, name of the song and who you think did the best version of it. I had a friend, was a big baseball player back in high school. He could throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool. Saw him the other night at a roadside bar. I was walking in, he was walking out. We went back inside, sat down, had a few drinks, but all he kept talking about was... Quite a lot of lyric there. In fact, it does take you to the chorus. I'll give it to you one more time. I had a friend, was a big baseball player back in high school. He could throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool boy. Saw him the other night at this roadside bar. I was walking in, he was walking out. Went back inside, sat down, had a few drinks, but all he kept talking about was... As ever, just give you a few moments at the end of that round to have a quick think, possibly a quick discussion. If you're in a group, possibly you're just on your way to getting to that title, getting to that chorus to find out what it was. With this round 5, this lyrics round, I want the song and the artist or band that released it and your best version of it. Any version of it, basically, I'll take. I'm not a fussy man. Here we go then. The first lyric, I come home in the morning light. My mother says, when you're going to live your life right, oh mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones. That is Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I've gone for the Cyndi Lauper version myself, the original. Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Cyndi Lauper, the answer there. Lyric 2, we're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? Suspicious Minds, the song. I've gone for Elvis Presley's version, but begrudgingly I'll let you have the Fine Young Cannibals version too, or any version of that song, even Gareth Gates, doesn't matter, as long as you got the song and an artist who's done it. Lyric 3, I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space, and when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. That is the start of Crazy by Niles Barkley, which was basically producer Danger Mouse and vocalist CeeLo Green. They were Niles Barkley. Lyric 4 then, did you get this one? They've paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? Big Yellow Taxi, the song. The original was Joni Mitchell. I actually preferred the Amy Grant version, just a bit rockier. And Counting Crows and Vanessa Carlton also did a version of that song as well. And lastly, final lyric in this round. I had a friend, was a big baseball player back in high school. He could throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool boy. Saw him the other night at this roadside bar. I was walking in, he was walking out. Went back inside, sat down, had a few drinks, but all he kept talking about was Glory Days, Bruce Springsteen. Glory Days, Bruce Springsteen. The answer there. That is the end of our penultimate round. One more round to go tonight, and it's very quick. Just a simple question and answers round. Very quick last round. As ever with the quiz, which is round 6. A few people liking Joni Mitchell. Yeah, no, Joni Mitchell is fantastic, amazing singer and songwriter. And I do love her version of Big Yellow Taxi as well. I just found Amy Grant's version a bit rockier. That was all. Just, a bit faster pace. That's what I liked about it, I think. Here we go then. Strap yourselves in. Round 6. Simple question and answer round, pretty straightforward. Here we go. Question 1. Which member of Queen had solo top 10 hits with the songs Driven by You and Too Much Love Will Kill You in the 90s? Which member of Queen had solo top 10 hits with the songs Driven by You and Too Much Love Will Kill You in the 90s? Question 2. What was the name of the artist whose debut song Somebody's Watching Me featured guest vocals from both Michael and Jermaine Jackson? Question 2. What was the name of the artist whose debut song Somebody's Watching Me featured guest vocals from both Michael and Jermaine Jackson? Question 3 in our final round tonight on Quigger's Plays Pop. Bob the Builder had 2 number 1 songs. Can We Fix It and his version of Mambo Number 5, but which actor was the voice of Bob the Builder? Question 3. Bob the Builder, he had 2 #1 songs with Can We Fix It and his version of Mambo No. 5. Which actor was the voice of Bob the Builder? Question 4. The Manic Street Preachers were joined on their song Your Love Alone Is Not Enough by Nina Persson. Which Swedish band is she the songwriter and lead singer of? Question 4. The Manic Street Preachers were joined on their song Your Love Alone Is Not Enough by Nina Persson. Which Swedish band is she the singer and lead song? Which Swedish band is she the songwriter and lead singer of? There we go, got there in the end. Easy for me to say. And finally, question 5. Which group was #1 on this very day in 1985 with the song I Want to Know What Love Is? Final question tonight. Which group was #1 on this very day in 1985 with the song I Want to Know What Love Is? Just give you a few moments to have a think about those final questions, and I will give the answers a wrap up tonight's quiz. Thanks for playing along. It's been really nice to have you along. If you join me for the first time, great. If you've come back and a regular watcher, viewer of the quiz, thank you very much. I do really appreciate it. It's good to have you along, and you know, the more people that get involved and have a laugh and have a giggle, the more fun and interesting it is for me as well. So it's good. We all win from it. Okay then, here we go. Let's give you the answers to the final 5 questions. Round 6. Question 1. Which member of Queen had solo top 10 hits with the songs Driven by You and Too Much Love Will Kill You in the 90s? That was the man with the big hair. Brian May was the answer to that one. Brian May. Question 2. What was the name of the artist whose debut song Somebody's Watching Me featured guest vocals for both Michael and Jermaine Jackson? That was Rockwell. He was actually Kennedy Gordy, the son of the Motown founder Berry. Sometimes it really is more who you know, isn't it? Question 3. Bob the Builder, he had 2 #1s. Yeah, he did, I'm not making that up. Can We Fix It and his version of Mambo No. 5. Which actor was the voice of Bob the Builder? That was Neil Morrissey. Question 4. The Manic Street Preachers were joined on their song Your Love Alone Is Not Enough by Nina Persson. Which Swedish band is she the songwriter and lead singer of? She is from The Cardigans. And lastly tonight, I always get a bit emotional when it's the last question. Last question and answer tonight, question 5. Which group was #1 on this very day in 1985 with the song I Want to Know What Love Is? That's Foreigner, the final answer to our final question tonight. Well, once again, thanks very much for watching and playing along at home. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got a big score. If you're playing my scoring version, you may have got 30. If you're playing your own scoring version, you may have got 5 million. I don't care. As long as you had a good time and enjoyed it. Take care, look after yourselves and each other, stay safe, have a great 7 days, and I'll see you next week. So until next time on Quigger's Plays Pop, from me, Neil Quigley, it's good night, cheers. Oh, and happy birthday Dolly too. Quigger. Quigger.